I'm going to be using the heel of my hand up to the fingers. So this is going to be a technique where normally we wouldn't lift our fingers because we want the hands and the wrists and everything to remain relaxed. But this one's a little bit different, and you can experiment and see how it feels different if you put your fingers and rest them completely versus pulling them up. So I'm gonna find the spine. It's usually in the middle, but there are some people that have scoliosis, you know, so you wanna be mindful, and you can just do some gentle sensing to figure out what's going on and where everything is. And then this one's really very basic. The hands go next to one another, and I lift the fingers up just a little bit, and I'm not pushing the skin out. I'm simply leaning straight down for a count of 1, 2, 3. Release. Move the hands down towards the glutes and press. 1, 2, 3.
And the hands are not on the spine. Correct?
The hands are, so as you start palpating, right, a lot of us have a little groove on either side of the spine, and then depending on how developed a person's muscles are in their back, sometimes it's like a shelf of muscle. It's called the erector spinae muscles. It keeps us upright. But yes, we're not pushing on the bones. We're just putting the edge of the heel of the hand in that groove. And if the groove is not obvious for some reason, you're not sure where the landmarks are, I'm going to come around and make sure, right?
But the intention is not to move it forward, but that leaning forward is stretching that space from your spine and then that bridge, right?
In part, yes, and it also is a compression of the muscle itself.
Okay.
But in general, we just want to do 3 seconds. And then notice how I'm not really covering the same space again. I go all the way up, and then I go into the shoulder. And then if you need to move your arm down for whatever reason, especially if you feel any pain or tension, let me know. And then up. And then you just basically go up and down like that. What I've noticed sensory-wise is that if you lift the hands completely and then place them down in the next space, it's not as potentially aggravating to a person, like a lot of sliding, especially if a person has fibromyalgia, for example, can really exacerbate the type of nerve pain that they experience. But compression is a gem for people who have that syndrome. Are there any questions about the technique?
We do just one side, or then we flip over and do the other?
Eventually you are going to do both sides, right? So I would say press in the middle, down, middle, up, middle, down, middle, up, and then switch sides. And if I see you lingering on one side, I'll just be like, okay, it's time to switch. All right.